just stopped momentarily on my way to the boat trip, just to show you a little bit about why exactly they call this the Halong Bay on land. Because the topography here is practically identical. And as far as you can see, these sprawling mountainous, really unusual, like almost hill-shaped mountains. They're absolutely beautiful, and they're everywhere, just like in Halong Bay. This is a better version of Halong Bay, I promise. It is, and anyone who's been to both will agree with you. Ninh Binh is the place. Go to Halong Bay on a quick trip, 4 hours, 5 hours, spend a few days in Ninh Binh. It's way better. Here's what I love about Ninh Binh. Google Maps just took me on this little path through the middle of rice fields. Oh, it's gorgeous. Beautiful scenery. Nice, so I'm going to try and tackle this without falling into the field. We'll find out if I make it. Make good content if I did fall in, but I'd prefer not to. Okay, just arrived at Tam Coc. It's kind of a little town here with restaurants and cafes and bars and stuff. It's very cool around here. And I'm going to look at buying a ticket. Just before I do that, I wanted to show you something that made me laugh. The line or foreigner? It's up to you. Which one do you think it is? The line or foreigner? We'll find out. So we're looking at $3.50 per person. So this is like the most expensive boat trip. So it's kind of typical that they're still working, whilst the better and cheaper one is not. But we're gonna buy a ticket here.
Mình ở Việt Nam lâu chưa?
Hơn 6 năm rồi.
Hơn 6 năm nữa. Tiếng Việt rất là tốt ạ.
Cảm ơn. Đang đi du lịch Tết.
Tết năm nay là ăn Tết luôn ở Việt Nam à?
Đúng rồi. Mai về nhà để ăn Tết.
Nhà mình ở đâu ạ?
Ở Bắc Giang.
Ở Bắc Giang à?
Thành phố Bắc Giang.
Thành phố Bắc Giang.
Đến chưa?
Chưa ạ.
Chưa. Bắc Giang không có gì, nổi tiếng. À đúng rồi, lục ngạn.
Đúng rồi, vải lục ngạn.
Và băng đa, biết băng đa không?
Có.
Băng đa đặc sản ở Bắc Giang. Okay, ticket secured. They said I could have got a boat by myself for an extra $2.50, but not too bothered, to be honest. So we're gonna wait here for a bit and we should have a boat coming. So I got the most expensive ticket at $3.50, and it includes all these stops, which I'm gonna show you on this board here. And I would have gone for a shorter trip, but it includes Bich Dong Pagoda, and you know what? I love Bich Dong. So we're gonna take a look at that. I wanted to go. It's an 800-year-old pagoda. Should be fascinating. Good friend of mine, Jason Kritzinger. You can check him out on Instagram, actually, Jason Kritzinger. He does a lot of traveling and takes fantastic photos and goes to all sorts of magical places. He just posted yesterday on his Instagram about Bich Dong Pagoda, which I wasn't planning on visiting, but he inspired me. Hello anh.
Hello anh.
Anh tên gì? Anh tên là gì?
Tiếng Việt Nam tốt nhỉ?
Anh tên gì mà? Không có tên. 10 và hộ. Okay, very nice. Okay, do you know what, guys? I've struck gold. I'm on a boat by myself.
Sang một mình hay nhiều bạn?
Một mình. Vì bạn mình lấy vợ rồi không đi du lịch được. Mà cháu dáng không có vợ thì đi du lịch. Chú lái thuyền lâu chưa?
Hơn 30 năm.
30 năm? Wow, lâu quá. 30 years. More than 30 years he's been riding this boat. Ở Tam Coc, 30 năm Tam Coc.
Vâng.
Chưa chán. Không chán.
Vì cơ bản là phục vụ khách đến là vui.
Rất vui. Lovely guy. I'm so lucky to get a boat by myself. Rất vui để giao tiếp bằng tiếng Việt. Chào, rất thích. Wonderful. Lovely guy. And yeah, we're setting off now. I'll give you a spin so you can catch some of the early views that we are seeing here. Lovely sort of maybe hotel kind of. Oh yeah, it is Emeralda Resort. I'm sure it costs a penny to stay there. Lovely. So Uncle's just told me that They have loads of monkeys around here. I was mentioning monkeys when I was at Hang Mua. And but he said the weather's too cold right now. He said it's chilly, so the monkeys don't come out. Typical, innit? I would have loved to see the monkey. Sinh năm bao nhiêu?
557.
557. Wow,
Năm nay là 69 tuổi.
69 tuổi. 69 years old. Nice. 69. Chú biết bơi không?
Có chứ.
À, có chứ. Rất quan trọng. Đi thuyền nên biết bơi.
Vì làm nghề cá mà.
Nhưng mà ở Việt Nam có rất nhiều người không biết bơi. Hơi nguy hiểm.
Ở như thành phố là bây giờ, nhưng bây giờ người ta có bể bơi với lại gương huấn luyện nên trẻ là biết bơi đấy. Tại vì là bây giờ nó thấy đuối nước nhiều quá.
Đúng rồi,
trường hợp bây giờ là ví dụ là một là đê điều, hai là mưa lũ.
Đúng rồi.
Cho nên là bây giờ phải biết bơi.
Đúng rồi. Năm trước cháu ở Cát Ba, đảo Cát Ba, và ở khách sạn có một người đuối nước.
Đúng rồi.
Không biết bơi.
Đúng rồi, không biết bơi.
Đi xa biển.
Đấy là nó
Nhưng mà không biết bơi, rất nguy hiểm. Chụp ảnh á. Ok. Nhưng mà cháu không có tiền mắt. Không có tiền gì. Có ngân hàng thôi. Không cần. Có camera rồi. Nhưng mà em cảm ơn nhé. Ok. Hẹn gặp lại. I've just been offered a passing photograph from this lady over here. 30k for a photo. Cảm ơn. Hẹn gặp lại. I hear that a lot. You speak Vietnamese so well. It's really nice. It makes me so happy when people say that. It took a lot of effort to get to this level, and I still have so much more to learn. I'm nowhere near fluent. I mean, some of the stuff Uncle's been telling me here, I kind of get the gist of what he's saying. But anyway, he said that he does X amount of trips a day. I asked him how many workers there are here. Over 1,000 people that paddle boats here. Over 1,000. If you look at some of the techers that these guys have, look how they row with their feet. Awesome. Chill. It must be so much easier. You can get so much more power out your legs. A lot less fatiguing. And you can row your boat. Entering our first cave. It looks very low, but as it goes over to the right, just here, it gets a little bit higher into the darkness. I can actually see better through the camera than I can with my real life eyes. I love living in the future. And the next stop should be Bich Dong Pagoda, which I'm looking forward to. 800-year-old pagoda that has like a little cave inside, or like a cave next to. I can't remember. It's been a long... I don't even remember if I've been there before, but if I have, it was a long time ago, at least 5 years. So yeah, looking forward to that. Let's go! So this is chimko, kind of like mini heron, stork kind of things. Can't say I know a lot about birds, but pretty cool. Mua hàng cuối cùng. Wow. Giò lạnh. I was just asking Uncle, now that he's 69 years old, when's he going to retire? And he basically said to me, he works until he can't work anymore. And At first it made me feel kind of sad, but then he explained his reasoning sort of being, well, if he can work until he's 80, that means that he's fit enough and strong enough to work until he's 80. Oh, it's a good point. And, you know, he explained that he likes this job, and he stays fit by doing it. And, you know, longevity often comes from looking after your body and keeping fit. So it's no surprise that at 70 years old he can still non-stop row this boat for 2.5-3 hours. Super impressive. Good for him. Ninh Binh có món ăn đặc sản.
Đặc sản thì bây giờ
Đặc
nó nhiều.
sản ở Ninh Bình.
Vâng.
Ninh Binh có gì?
Một là dê, hai là đồ đồng, là thí dụ như cá đồng, cua đồng, ốc đồng. Đấy.
Ốc đồng, ốc.
Vâng,
Ốc.
vâng.
Dê,
Dê,
ốc đồng,
cua đồng.
cua đồng.
Đây gọi người ta gọi nếu vắn tắt là đồ đồng. Vâng.
Ok.
Vâng.
Phú có quán yêu thích để ăn dê không?
Nhiều
ở Ninh Binh rất nhiều.
Vâng. Ở quanh đây là rất nhiều.
Ở đâu cũng được.
Ở đâu cũng được.
Các quán ngon.
Vâng.
Ok.
Ngon thì ngon nếu là lên, nhưng mà bây giờ cháu lại đi bằng combo thì sang Bich Dong. Là cũng nhiều quán ngon. Sang với cái tour Bich Dong. Rất nhiều quán ngon.
Gần phòng về.
Không, đi xa độ khoảng hơn 2 cây. Là xe nó đưa cháu đi.
Ok.
Vâng, bây giờ cháu mua cái vé này rồi là cháu xe nó phục vụ đi, nhưng đến đấy mình ăn nó lại phải lúc nó lại phải chở mình về bến.
Ok.
Đấy.
Really wanted to tip the guy, give him some cash. Don't have any cash on me, so I managed to arrange to transfer some money through his friend at the drop-off point. Because, you know, these people work bloody hard and long, and he's 70 years old, and he was non-stop rowing, and he's going to do it again now. And like he said, he's going to work until he can't work anymore. That could be another 10 years or more. It's pretty sad. Not exactly sure what I'm doing. We've got an electric car here, which I guess I'm supposed to go in. There ain't nobody here. Maybe they're waiting for more people. Oh, what are you eating? Looks good. Cơm văn phòng.
Bạn hút thuốc lào của Việt Nam không?
Biết.
Cơm lái xe văn phòng.
Cơm lái xe văn phòng. Đúng rồi.
Lái xe thôi.
Yeah.
Lái xe lao động. Mời bạn một điếu.
Okay, chào tí. I'll get my tripod out. He's offered me to smoke some pipe. Nó có mạnh không? Có mạnh hay yếu? Mạnh à? Ồ, sợ quá.
Vừa thôi.
Sợ quá. Đùa. Anh này đùa. Đùa gì?
Nói tiếng Việt.
Đây. Let's go.
Let's go. Đó. Ồ. Quá tốt.
Rất khỏe. Bất tử. Easy. I don't even think I got that on the camera really, but we'll find out. Hai anh tên gì?
Big đen. Big đen.
Big Dan.
Tên là Big nhưng mà đen ấy.
Big Dan. Black. Như này.
Đen black.
Dan, black. Và anh tên gì?
Anh tên là Tự.
Tự. Ok.
Tự do.
Tự do.
Em tên là gì?
Will.
Will.
Hey. Sang đây. England. No.
Liverpool.
Bristol. Nên
Phố đấy không có đội bóng mạnh nhỉ?
Thành phố Bristol. Không có đội Premier League.
Không có.
Vietnamese know cities that have a
Tạm
Premier
biệt
League
nhá.
team. Okay, tạm biệt.
Mình đi.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you too. See you guys. Well, that was fun. Smoked a bit of pipe with the uncles. Anh lên Bắc Giang à? Khi nào?
Thế nào đây đi gọi?
Ok, kết bạn.
Zalo không?
Ok, có Zalo.
424
6415
6415 à?
415. Đúng rồi. Making friends. Đây,
đúng
Will.
Will.
Thì anh lên Bắc Giang uống bia.
Em hay về đây không? Em có hay về Ninh Bình không?
Đây là lần thứ 5 ở đây.
Vậy cũng hay về nhỉ?
Thì có lẽ về. Nhưng mà khi anh lên Bắc Giang để gặp nhau uống bia. Ok.
Em có hay nhậu không? Có hay uống bia không?
Có.
Ờ.
Dễ lắm.
Khi nào rảnh dạy anh mấy tiếng Anh nhá, dạy
Ok.
mấy câu nhá.
Đúng không? Everybody wants to chat to me.
Bây giờ mời khách vào đây xem thêu thì nói làm sao? Mời khách vào đây xem tôi làm thì nói làm sao?
Okay.
I hand look.
Handmade.
Handmade. I handmade.
Handmade. Làm gì?
Làm thêu, handmade.
Làm theo handmade. Muốn mời khách để xem. Ok.
I handmade.
Ok, chờ tí. Thử đi.
I handmade.
Ok.
I handmade.
Handmade. Yeah, thank you. He'd like me to invite you to look at his handmade wares. Yeah. Oh, they are nice, mind. Picturesque scenes of Vietnam. Ôi. Được rồi. Xin một nước lọc.
Một nước lọc lạnh.
Nước lọc lạnh. 15 à? Okay, 15k for my water. A little bit expensive, but there's not many options here. Okay, I have to go back over here. There we go. Wow, what the hell is going on? Okay, có chưa? Okay. Xin. Chào cảm ơn nhé. I've got 5 minutes, it seems, to have a look inside this temple. But I think there's 2 more, so not a big deal. Now, I must admit, when you live in Asia, and you travel Asia a lot, there is such a thing as temple fatigue. You see so many temples and they all start to amalgamate into one. Oh, he's sleeping. He doesn't even know I'm here. His predator instincts are failing him. Like I said, you see a lot of temples in Asia and, you know, they have to be kind of super impressive now to capture my interest. But, I mean, it's still nice all the same. Fairy cave. Don't really know why fairy, but we're gonna find out. Anyway, the weather is beautiful right now. Nothing nicer than winter sun. Really needed it as well because it's been so cold recently. So let's go and have a look and see if we can find any fairies. Alright, the final stop, and the one I've been looking forward to the most. We are at Bich Dong Pagoda. Oh, stunning straight away. Beautiful, we're just here at the little bridge that goes towards the pagoda. Once again, Ninh Binh never fails. Vietnam never fails, just a beautiful country all around. But this place is really special, so 800-year-old pagoda. And you can see this little bridge I'm crossing now. Wonder how many times that's been renovated. Definitely important to follow the rules of the pagoda. No scantily clad dressing allowed. You've got to dress politely, as it says. I like that, dress polite. These are really interesting. So, Chang Nhân Hua, the illustrations of the law of cause and effect. So essentially these are sort of teachings from the Vietnamese folklore religion. I'll give you an example here. So, cause work willingly and being helpful. The effect? It brings perfect physical health. However, using hands to do evil things, such as setting that woman on fire, brings rebirth as a species without hands. Let's see what else we have. Treating others with love, kindness, and respect. It brings a lovely and kind face. Placing animals in cages, however, brings a constrained life. That last one is kind of interesting because Vietnamese people do kind of love putting birds in cages. So maybe they should have a look at that. In this image, I love how the bad people are depicted with tattoos. There's still definitely a kind of anti-tattoo rhetoric in Vietnam. It's changing and it's adapting, and most Vietnamese people that have some exposure to Westerners understand that Westerners wear tattoos and it's part of our culture in a sense. I mean, especially if you're from the UK, it does actually feel like it's part of the new generation's culture. Like most people I know have at least one tattoo, and it's pretty normal to see very heavily tattooed people. But it did kind of make me laugh. That's their depiction for bad people. He's got a knife on the table and tattoos. But if you treat them strictly, then you will have virtuousness and respect amongst the community. This one's quite an interesting one I didn't actually know about, but placing images of Buddhas or Bodhisattvas on packages of commercial products brings the loss of trust from others and bankruptcy. I was not aware of that. Now this one is graphic. Slandering the Buddha's teachings brings an insane person with rebirths into hell. Bam. When you look at these teachings, for the most part, you can see how Vietnam society is built on moralism, cause and effect, teachings from Buddhism with karma and dharma, I think. And you can see how that's reflected in Vietnamese society. And Vietnamese people are very superstitious as well, which helps to buy into the moralism that is achieved here, and shows how kind of friendly and opening and trusting people are. Like the chances really of you having something stolen or being assaulted or anything kind of bad happening to you by hands of a Vietnamese person is considerably lower than just about any other country you could go to. This little sign here, there's no English around it, but it says don't buy photos, don't change money, and I'm not sure exactly what Tam Coc means, but I think this is supposed to say massage. Trong Huan Vien Chua. Inside the pagoda. Don't accept a massage in the pagoda? I don't know. So behind the pagoda, we're now inside the cave that it's built into. This is really cool, very special, very unique. Alright, I've pretty much finished up here at Bich Dong Pagoda, and that was awesome. Going behind the pagoda into like a cave It was so cool, and to think it was built 800 years ago. Can't even imagine how they did it. Well guys, I've just had a fat pizza. I'm feeling knackered after today's adventures. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm not going to do a lot tonight, so I think I'm going to call it here. If you've watched it this far, I really appreciate it. This is probably going to go out as my first video, so you know things might be a bit ropey, whatever, but stick with. I promise things will get better, alright? Peace.